Grass ain't greener. Trust me, I know. Dear Alexis. This one was on some stuff. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. It really shouldn't even have happened from the jump. She told me to let me know if this is too much. Shoot, I fooled myself and I ended up crushed. One of the most beautiful, most kindest, the nicest, sweetest, probably the smartest. The grass ain't greener. Dear Alexis, I'm gonna be honest. This really shouldn't have happened from the jump. Letters to the girls I love. The grass ain't greener. Dear Alexis. This one was on some stuff. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. It really shouldn't have happened from the jump. She told me to let me know if this is too much. Shoot, I fooled myself and I ended up crushed. One of the most beautiful, most kindest, nicest, and sweetest, probably the smartest, hardest workers you'll ever meet. On the surface at least, she was perfect, but please believe me. Even the popular girls who rule the world have so much baggage underneath. Boy, oh boy, did I get into some mess. Man, when I was with her, I always second guess. Moving so fast and forcing it, trying to forget our past. Made sense that we ended in a crash. This was everyone's crush on me. I used to think I couldn't do better. The two smartest in the school. Who could do better? Lived across the street and we even worked together. This was everything I wanted with T, but I thought she was better. As good as it was, we were toxic together. Always at each other's necks, everything was a challenge. Wasn't used to someone with so much mileage. I wasn't over T when I decided to get with her. In fact, I planned to go back the next time I was going to see her. But I ended up going to Shawty's house and I passed out on the couch. She took a picture of me and that's how it got out. Didn't get to explain, didn't correct anyone's thinking. I liked the clout and I couldn't believe it was all coming about. Everybody giving me they 2 cents, telling me you really turn yourself around. They elevated me, holding me up off the ground. I was going to tell T, but I heard she moved on sooner. That pride of mine couldn't have come any sooner. I said, forget it then. I guess she can stay an ex. Besides, I upgraded. I went and got me a Lex. Now I'll admit, being with her had a lot of excitement. I felt alive all the time without even trying. I was getting money and other things without even trying. But from the jump, we was always fighting, arguing over everything, stressing me out. Sometimes we would yell and shout, and I promise it was always about nothing. She just like fussing. She was spoiled from a youngin'. Whenever I tell her no, man, she gets to bugging. We never even made things official, and that's what's funny. She had a way of making me feel guilty, very cunning. I remember thinking she just wasn't for me, so I looked back at T and I started running. Lex tripped me up, she caught me, and I had no escape. I remember the day when I should have escaped. I remember texting T and telling her I wanted her back and how we need to get back on track and trying to figure out how she felt about all of that. Now I realize these are texts. Never did I act on the messages, but it was still wrong and I paid for it. My co-worker had my phone and let my girl find it. That night my heart sank because I knew I was wrong about all of it. I was trying to save my reputation. I'm a good guy. Couldn't let people think that I was like all the other guys. The thought of that always enraged me inside. Didn't like the thought of being a bad guy. My heart was split down the middle. Didn't know how to go on. Keep the current and work it out or just go back home. I thought she was an upgrade. Why would I go back? I always thought once you leave the X, you never backtrack. Even though my gut said T, my heart wanted to leave everything in the past. So I decided to stay because she said this we could get past. She made me call the stove child and break her heart, and man, that was bad. But we gonna get into that. Part 2 coming soon.